Well, hello folks, this is Scott. Welcome to my channel, This Travel. Today we're going to be packing my bag. We're getting ready for the 15th. I want to show you how I'm going to pack it. So let me get you down there, and I'm going to show you how I pack it. Another reason I keep on saying the way I pack it, I've been seeing a lot of nonsense here lately. They're trying to tell you you're packing your bag the wrong way. Your way, folks, is the right way. Now I'm not saying they probably won't help you with something. Like, oh, maybe I should have done that. But pack the bag your way, because that's what I'm going to do. Now I'll get you down there. I kind of griped about some of the videos I've been seeing, how to pack your bag. It's got to be done this way, and it's because they're saying it has to be done this way. No, it don't. So the first thing I have, whoops, no, actually we're going to start with these side pockets. I have, you get them here, 10 of these steaks. They're light enough that I'm really not worried about it. Carrying 10. I mean, they're extremely light. I'm also going to put my Silky and this in here as well. My military knife. It's one of those old Air Force knives they used. See, I want that like that. Kind of rearrange things. I got something else that needs to go in there. Now I need to find a pouch or something for these tent stakes so they're not falling all over the place here. I'll find something eventually. Right now it's just kind of running loose in there. This is my fire kit. I'm going to keep that in there. I don't have much away Mario on here, and that's fine with me. I don't really like hanging a bunch of stuff up my pack. So we'll just do this. It should fit in there like that. And that's all that's going in there. And those small fire kits still kind of bulky. There we go. Then I have this. These are my clothes. I had my Swagman roll up in this thing, so it made it even taller and it's a little bit more bulky. So I was trying to get away from that. Actually, you know what? Old Scott's doing what he's doing here. I gotta fill this side. So the first thing I'm gonna put in here is bug spray. This stuff does work. There we go. Mind you, when I was using over Pennsylvania, the whole time I was in Pennsylvania, the ticks were horrible. So yeah, I had bug spray. That's supposed to be all natural bug spray, and it smells like all natural bug spray. Mind you, I was putting a lot of it on. This is the way I would do it. If I was wearing a shirt, I'd spray it on there. I try to stay away from chemicals. I know there's something out there you can put on your clothes, and it's supposed to last you a week or two. I'm not sure how long on your clothes. I don't want that. So I just sprayed my clothes down. And for a few hours out there, I may have to do it again in a few hours, but it worked. No ticks, the mosquitoes didn't bug me. In fact, I got a funny story about mosquito when they were through doing yard work. I'm sweating, but this when I sit there was some fresh air going by, the wind, slight breeze, nice cool breeze. I'm sitting there. Mosquito, I'm doing this number. I'm thinking to myself, these big old hands of mine, you think the damn thing leave me alone. So I decided to go ahead and go inside. Got my bug spray out, sprayed me down with it. Now mind you, I was still wearing my clothes. I didn't do what I usually do. Now, the damn mosquito actually, it buzzed me, and I noticed this, but it started going the other way. It didn't want nothing to do with that bug spray. I got up, I saw it going that way. I walked as fast as I could to keep up with it. And I was able to keep up with it. I ain't ran it though. This damn thing, it just kept on going. I got some revenge. Bug me, I'll bug you. So, here's two other things. I keep food in my pack, folks. But sometimes you run out of food, so know you're foraging. Know that you're going to be able to forage and eat. Now, I'm not saying the weeds are wrong. You need protein, so this is what this is about, guys. I think this, I'm calling it hobo roll, but it's called a K-bar pack roll. I believe is what it's called, about hobo roll. It's easier to say. And you can jab at the fish if you want this thing, if you're patient enough to stand there, or even frogs. Or if you really want to take it to the next level, if you ain't getting close to a small game like rabbits and such, this is pretty dang pointy. These 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 prongs there are sharp. I still have to practice snares. Now, for the most part, the snaring might be illegal in this state. Probably is just about everywhere. But you do what you have to do in this rival situation. Like I got stuck in a town once. Saw all these weeds in this park, and I recognized it. I think it was somewhere in Ohio. And I asked the lady, she was pulling flowers, had they sprayed any weed killer at all? She goes, no, I wish they would. And I was like, I'm glad they did. And she gave me a funny look. But I was out of the forage. It kept my stomach settled. 3 days without me eating, my stomach gets upset. I don't do too well. That won't hold down water enough. So that foraging helped. Now, we got this thing. This is to make my life simple. It's not heavy enough that I'm worried about carrying. But basically something to drive the stakes into the ground. Those stakes I got, you can put a shotgun shell over it and do it like that. But even then, if that ground's kind of hard and rocky, it's kind of hard to push in with the foot. It's hard, so that's the reason I just kind of pounded on them. I'll put that in there. Now this may change up. And I say that because I got that reel in there, the hobo reel. If I'm using it, it's going to get wet. So I may end up sticking these in here eventually, but for now they're going to go here. Ours is 2 Arizona maps. I probably won't carry this whole way with me. In fact, we're going to just keep it out here because we map Flagstaff. So now I got 2 maps in here. Do I put anything else in there? I can put, I'm gonna go ahead and put the grill tape in there. I was keeping it up there, but I think I'll put it up here. I could hang it off here, I guess, but I don't like a lot of stuff hanging. I already got put stuff on here, like my hat, like I keep a ball cap. But if I'm out hours in the sun, I wear my beanie hat, my white brim hat. Folks, if you're going short trips and you're not in the sun that much, a ball cap's fine. But if you're walking, I don't care where you're at, the sun's out, there's no clouds, wear a wide brim hat. Now, do I have everything in there I want? I'm kind of in the look, folks. I'm going to pause you those come down there with me looking for it. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and stick my fire starters on the inside, have them on that side. I think because I got all this room, I can still do this. Yeah, I got plenty of room. I'm not worried about rattling around. Most people go, oh my God, it's rattling around. Not that guy, so. Yeah. Now we can get it back up maybe. There we go. The veins are 2 zippers. One starts getting, you probably can get the other one zipped up. There we go. Alright, everything's in that side pocket I want. These are my clothes. I think I done said, but in this case I didn't. These are my clothes. This is my bedroll. My Swagman robe wrapped inside my pad. The pad, of course, and everything with the Swagman robe is in this trash bag, which is also my ground cloth. Put that in there. I'm going to try to put it down there as far as I can. Sometimes I can want to put it down there a little bit further. Now I got all this room. See where my hands? A little bit tighter on the sides. I'm not going to stick stuff directly on top of it. What I'm going to do is first. Oops. That's not going there too. The first thing I'm going to do is put my haversack in there. I have to dig it back out once I go for a walk. If I carry this thing around me in town. There we go. But I don't need to get it out right away. Now if I want to get away from camp and go exploring, I'll take it with me. Well, my gun belt canteen, excuse me, in case you heard that bird. I'll go ahead because this isn't something I need right away too. I don't like to leave anything at camp. Here's some trash bags. I imagine in campgrounds I have like trash cans. So here we go. Let's stick that in there. Push it down good. Still got plenty of space. The next thing. Now I don't think I got enough room on the side for these. I could hang out my backpack again. I don't like that. I have a gun belt. Let me see something. Oh, that could probably fit on my gun belt. But this is one of these things you can take it off and on. And I don't want my gear rubbed up against it on something. I've lost this sucker. I don't want to lose it. This is one of those foraging things. It comes undone and it comes undone. I've used it for birch bark. So that'll go in there. So that's something I need right away. Let's see. What else I want? Alright. I keep this a little bit closer to the top. My cordage. And my shelter for one wing. The reason being, you got a rain poncho that goes on under the lid. I still, if it starts to downpour, I can get underneath this thing. Because it's bigger than the military rain ponchos. I'll show you guys setting this up. I tried to a few days ago and I had the wind. Good practice where I finally got set up. Like doing it in the wind. But then my phone went dead. I wasn't watching the dark. So it was one of those things. Here's my cordage. I'm going to set that in there. I finally just had to give it up. Still plenty of room. I'm going to take you guys out that phone stand and show you what I've got going on. Alright, not sure how well you guys are seeing this, but you see how much room I got. I'm sticking it from kind of the sides and the front, and I still got plenty of room. My food will probably go right up there, but I can get this with the drawstring closed better than I was getting when I had the Swagman roll with the clothes. And this is the original Sawyer. I do not have a Sawyer Mini. I wanted the bigger one. Get more use out of it than I would a Mini. This is the bar I'm going to be venting my dirty water in with the Sawyer Mini. I'll probably just carry it. As under the lid, it kind of makes it more difficult to buckle. Not a big deal, but still, probably makes things difficult. So here's my Sawyer Mini. I'll just keep it right here. Just like that. The next thing, my gloves. Not that I'm afraid to get my hands dirty, but at the same time, no sense in making up your hands. In fact, that's the time I forget to have gloves, and I'm the type of guy that I don't mind getting hurt. And here we go for this. And that's my food. I have to get some ready to eat food. Some travel snacks, some protein bars. Because what I have inside this food bag is dried, freeze-dried food. So I have to boil water, but I want something that I can just quickly eat if I'm taking a break. Put that back there. I'm going to have to close this. See if I can put some more. There we go. That right there. See, I'm not completely worried about crushing freeze-dried food. Freeze-dried fruit. Food. I can't talk freeze-dried food. I almost said fruit on that other one. Now I'll just stick my cordage in there. Now, for this part, this is the military rain poncho I have. It's the little cheap one, but not like the ones I've had in the past. But still, that works. I've had to use it. It rained not too long ago, well, I had to use it. Probably gonna have to mess with this a little bit. Now, when I get my electronics in here, and I haven't gotten them there yet, I just wanted to show you what that looked like. I was one of these guys, for some reason I wanted my straps beat on. You don't have to do all that. If they're this short, fine. The way this is sewn is it probably won't pop out of there. I've had it like that a couple times. It's folded over. I'm not saying it won't come out, but it's going to be difficult. So what I might do, I'm not going to adjust it back like that. Because now we got to deal with this part of it. Let me get this thing turned around. And when I'm done putting everything in here, I'll show you where I put this. I call this a walking stick because this is easier for me to say. Walking stick. Because either it's stutter or I can't remember what it's actually called. But that's part of that shelter I got around this is for a walking stick. I do have a gear dump video. I'm not sure what I titled it. I'll put that in the description area if you want to see what's on these packs. But I'll tell you about this one. These are my batteries, fingernail clippers, charging cords. Batteries because my headlamp's not one of those rechargeable ones. I was really trying to stay away from rechargeable stuff, but then I realized I have a phone that needs to be charged. So I do have some rechargeable stuff now, like my flashlight. I'll show that off here in a bit. Not let's deal with that. This goddamn thing. Such a small little guy. Got 3 different settings. That third setting, very bright. Let me see if I can find it. I'm not going to really remember what pocket I put it in. Hold on a minute. Hold on, I got it. But as you can see, it's just this little bit thing. But watch this, and I'll do more of a in the dark. You gotta kind of hold it down. There we go. And there we go. That's how bright that thing gets. And turn off, you just press the game. I had to hold down the game, but apparently not. Now let's get this electronic stuff in here. And I'll do more of a pocket dump later on. I'll go ahead. This is pen and paper along with a compass. And we'll make a video about that compass here in a bit. Or at least what I know about it. I know the basics. I don't know really the whole thing. But I know a few things, so we'll show that. I'm not an expert on it. There's other videos that are going to be better than what you're going to see when I do it. Get that headlamp towards front, in case I need it. Make sure it works first. It did the last time I checked, we went too long ago. That part does. The only thing I really like about this one, it starts off bright. But there we go. I don't think it does though when you hold that button down. I don't think it has a strobe light. Nope. But I'm not really on into the fancy stuff. I could take it by the strap and swing it if I need to signal somebody. So I don't need one of those blinking lights on there. Glasses. I have 2 pair. However, there was one I got an extra. So I just went to that here, decided to buy 2. I keep one here in my pocket. Or even this pocket, it don't matter. There we go. It fits this right in there. As you can see, I still got a little bit more room for stuff. And my hygiene stuff will fit this fine in there. I might put it in the pack, I don't know yet. Right now it's in the bathroom. You guys have seen hygiene before. So let's get this backpack turned around. It's not heavy at all, as you can see. No problems lifting it. We'll put this back in here. Like I said, if I get caught in a rainstorm while I'm walking, this week's supposed to be beautiful here in Flagstaff. But if it does rain, I can just grab it. Now I will be having to, if I need to put my rain cover on, I'll be stopping during a rainstorm. Take this off. This is plastic wrap so it won't hurt them. And get my rain cover on. I imagine it's probably water resistant, but I'm not going to say waterproof. It means it has a rain cover. I did get caught a little bit with in around with this one, and nothing really soaked through, but it wasn't really raining. Downpour I can imagine. Now let's see what we got. Alright, cool. I'll pull it out a little bit. I want to see how loose this is. Look at that. It's loose. I'm going to tighten this a little. Be careful with anything you have on top that's electronic. Glasses too, so we don't want to tighten it up so much. I have learned the hard way about that. So I can actually do that a little bit more. Put it up a little bit too loose. Take it. There we go. There we go. Because folks, these straps don't have to be so tight that you're having to crush something. If I'm wearing a jacket, just want to take it off. I can just fit them in here. Now for the walking stick. I'm going to stick that right through here, just like that. I may tighten this up a little bit. I haven't had no issues with this thing sliding, as you can see. I just keep down there. I have put it on. I will tell you, right now, this and this go great together. I can wear it. I have my water bottle. I hang my shoulder with that backpack. In fact, I think I'll go ahead and show that. Alright, I'm going to show me how to put it on, but this is how I do it. However you want to put on your backpack, you do it your way, but this is how I do it. I get kind of tired of nonsense of people telling you you're doing it the wrong way. So I'll just do it like that. This strap's kind of loose. This one I didn't loosen up at all. Then I discovered with this backpack that it's better to have these right here, or they'll get hung up and everything else. So I'll do this, and then I'll put on the waistbelt. But I forgot one thing, my gun belt. So let's put on my gun belt. And we'll just go ahead and do it on camera here. Gun belt, I already got buckled up. So unbuckle it here. Make sure everything's done up like it's supposed to be, so I don't lose nothing. Like that, darn. There we go. So we got to buckle it. Can't see the buckle, so there we go. My shirt's not in it. There we go. And that's what that looks like. Hope you guys are seeing this. That's my gun belt. Put on the backpack. And like I said, put on the backpack how you're comfortable with it. I have this strap loose. When I go down and do it, I'll loosen that strap. Keeping this one like I had it. Now, I've done that. Like I said, if you have this, put them in here, or you're going to be back there and you don't want to do that. Oops, wrong strap. Make sure you get the right strap. There we go. I'll stay bent over. My lace strap went behind my back, that's all right. Do it like that. Oh, both of them did. Here's just this one. And what I'll do is kind of get it off my shoulders. That down there. And then, while I'm still doing that, I'll go ahead and make sure these are just the way I want. I like to keep this thing back. Yeah, it's going to cause me sweat, but I don't like this filling at all. So we won't do that. There we go. As you can see, everything's great. Walking stick stayed where it was supposed to. This thing's not bad to wear. I mean, it's got enough padding. That's right. Thumbs go underneath our breeze. That's one of the things I look for. My thumbs go under these on them bit. Now I'll show you how to take it off. Just like that. Just like that. Then loosen that up, and there you go. Especially if you're wearing a watch. Take that bad boy out there. Now, I'm gonna get you over here for a minute. Alright, as you can see, everything's great with this thing. I will go ahead and tighten those down just a little bit. I still got a finger over here. Walking stick's gonna stay like I want it. There's Molly up here. This is the bag that goes to that phone stand. Molly, I know a few knots. I might go with small bungee cord. Make my life a little easier. But we'll try knots first, like the arbor knot we put right with this. Just don't tighten this up so much you tear up the phone stand. Just enough to ride it on there and not be too loose, but not too tight. Well folks, that's the end of this video. Hope you enjoy it. I appreciate y'all watching. You know what to do. Please hit that thumbs up. It lets me know you're all watching. Also, subscribe to me. If those are, I appreciate you. Hope that gets out of my mouth. Go ahead and hit the notification bell when we stay notified. And do drop me a comment. I appreciate and enjoy the comments. We all learn off each other. And one more thing, I realize I'm not on Facebook anymore. I still have Instagram. The link's there. I'm gonna try to get it up there, but I have what they call what is Instagram called? Threads. And just because I'm not on Facebook no more, doesn't mean you guys can't share the video out there too. But if you can share it out on Instagram or Threads, then go right ahead, be my guest, and share the video out. I will catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching, folks. Appreciate you.